ready? I'm going to ask you again. Are you ready to slice and dice this film with us, this review with us? You can jump in the comments and do that. But Chris, let them know what we're reviewing.
We're reviewing 5 Girls tonight. This one's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to all the comments. Can't wait for the shenanigans.
Neither can I, man. Neither can I.
With that being said,
welcome
to the madness.
And there goes, people. We're back. I mean, it's been a fucking minute. What?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so we will we're here, motherfuckers. We're here. We're back. Welcome us back with open arms. Shit. It's been like
get it.
So, you know, we were gone. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago I was going to Colorado to visit my brother Henry. Had an amazing time out there. Had so much fun. Was good, Jason. Yeah, I'll get into that as we go on through the show. But Jason, my brother-in-law, was good. Thanks for popping in.
How's it going?
Jason, share the link to your podcast in this chat so people can check it out. He has a podcast. You could describe what it's about. It's more of like a religious type of podcast. If you're into that, go check it out. But yeah, what's up, people? How's everybody doing? How are you guys doing? It's been a long time, man. Like,
it's been a while.
Like I said, I had a great time. I had an amazing vacation, but I did miss recording. And it felt weird I want to hear you guys answer this too, because it felt weird for me. It's a podcast called the Godson Podcast. And I know it's on Facebook. So you go check it out on Facebook. I believe YouTube as well.
Nice.
But yeah, like I said, I had a great time. But it just felt weird not recording on Tuesdays and Thursdays, yo. And Saturdays, recording pints. Like it felt so fucking weird. Like I'm like, yo, man.
I'll keep making a mistake every time, like Tuesday or Thursday or Saturday, especially Saturday. Like I'm out and about with the wife, and I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, oh, I gotta get back for the podcast. Then I go, oh fuck, never mind. We're off for 2 weeks because I have it burnt in my head. It's like you gotta be home at that time.
Yep.
Yeah, and real quick, it's not like it's a chore either. Like I know I enjoy it. We all have fun when we do this. And then Chris, like, what was your? I know you were going. You don't have to dive into it. I know you were going through family things beforehand, so it's been damn near like a month and a half for you, it seems.
Yeah, my mind's always going. So no matter what, if I'm here or not, like I'm still always trying to think of like ideas for content and doing other things and trying to figure stuff out and how to make things work. So it became literally kind of a little bit of a break because I already knew you were going to be pumped, coming back. So I was like, you know what? Instead of me focusing on doing more of this stuff, I sat back. I thought more. I got more of the ideas down. I came up with a few other things. Now I'm working with even more people at this point, and I thought I was going to be within the first 6 or 8 months of doing this. So now I'm just like full bore, getting the planner, getting the strategies out, and like going with it and allocating time for trying to get everything done that I can, because it's like, all right, hey world, I'm here. Everybody else is here. We're about to be seen. We're about to be heard. So I took it as all right, as soon as everybody's ready to get ripping, let's go.
Not sure who said hey yo, but yo, what's good?
What's up?
And Chris, I can see that you've been practicing your English over these past few weeks. I'm proud of you.
Hey, Hotel Phonics worked for me.
English for Dummies is what he uses.
YouTube, man. You can learn everything.
The
Rosetta Stone.
Like the jokes are coming back, people. The jokes, as you know, are coming back, and will probably be a little worse than what we were before, because that's how we do things. But I know I like to go on an incline. We like to go on a decline. But I do have a quick announcement, guys. So I know I mentioned it to you guys behind the scenes, but we will be having another podcast joining us on Thursday. So we will not be spinning the wheel tonight. We already know what we're going to be reviewing for Thursday. We're going to be doing
In Fear or something, is it?
Yeah, what's good, Henry? Yeah, I was chilling with this nigga for 2 weeks, and my nephews. By the way, my nephews are fucking. My one nephew, Lyle's 4 years old, straight to violence. Don't remember the conversation we were having. Nothing to do with violence. And he was like, "I'll punch him in the stomach and kick him in the face." I was just
nice.
Yeah, so I felt safe when I was with him, more safe, because that's like my little bodyguard.
You know, he regulate.
But yeah. So we're gonna have this podcast on. I'm gonna play the little clip for you guys really quick, and then we can get into this movie, Five Girls. And it's not what you guys thought it was.
Yeah, it's not a porn.
Saying Five Girls. I'm sure you can go check some websites, Pornhub, and put in Five Girls, and you'll see something. But really quick, I'll let you guys listen to this little promo. The guests we're gonna have on Thursday, and then we'll dive into Five Girls. Look how you want.
This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test.
The Coast Guard's finally gave up. Their final statement said, they are presumed missing, but they're not lost at sea.
I can also feel an energy with intense gravity just by looking at him, and I innately know that it's death itself.
It wasn't a happy ghost. It wasn't a lost spirit. It was something that wanted people to know that they were not to be messed with.
And there you have it, people. There you have it. Dope podcast. I am a fan. I do listen to it quite often. Every Monday they drop half-hour episodes. Definitely go check them out. Tales from the Creeps. And like I said, they'll be on Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah, half-hour ain't bad.
Not at all. Not at all. Half hour. Yeah. He is that dude talking about his son Lyle. He's Henry. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you were telling me the things about him, I thought you were exaggerating because light skins like to exaggerate and they're emotional. But you weren't exaggerating at all. I think you were like, it was like an understatement, the stuff you were saying with him up. Like this. Oh man, I love that little guy. Shout out to both my nephews, Rylan and Lyle.
Rylan's at wild years, man.
Huh?
4-year-olds are wild. When my nephew was 4, the shit that came out of his mouth.
Oh, but listen to this though. His older brother, Rylan, one of the since he was born, like one of the calmest ever. My wife and I had him for a few times. We had him over we stayed at their house for a weekend. Calm, quiet, listen, just chills. His brother, that nigga's crazy.
No filter.
And to top it off, my 4-year-old nephew, last thing I'll say, how many 4-year-olds do you guys know love filet mignon?
Actually, no. I don't even know if my nephew ever had it.
Yes, exactly. I didn't get filet mignon until I was an adult and bought it myself. Henry, Henry was saying that they're like him and his son's like the 3 forms of boo. His son Rylan's like the boo, like the last one that's all happy and friendly. Henry's like the middle one that makes the candy and eats people, and then Lyle is the last form of boo, the strongest, most violent form of boo. That's Lyle. Henry's in between.
Boo.
That's funny.
Lyle's just nice and peaceful. But speaking of pee, there was a lot of pee in this movie.
Oh god,
and you'd have enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's true. R. Kelly got to make an appearance.
Yeah,
he appeared on 5 Girls.
Super Kelly's back. PP Man is back.
And I'm gonna start. I mean, because if you see the pictures behind me, you see the one with the what the hell is this star shit called again?
Pentagram.
The head mistress was collecting their pee. No lie, she was collecting their pee and their blood.
Like they're drug testing them, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't. It was for this, or some weird shit that Henry and R. Kelly had planned. I don't know.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, because there was a part where the girls are in the stalls peeing. I like this movie already. Well, it's called 5 Girls. It's spelled the number 5 IVE, and it's on Tubi, so you can watch it for free. And let's dive into early ratings, guys. Early ratings.
Who's starting it off?
No, I'll do it.
All right.
You okay?
No, go.
All right. So it wasn't bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
I thought I was going to walk into a shit show. Like, okay, I'm like,
no, just a piss and blood show.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. There were some parts that made no sense to me. We'll get into it.
Mm-hmm. So sorry.
The acting wasn't bad. Yeah, I'm going to give this. I'm going to give it 6 vials of piss.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
I had 6 vials of piss and blood, but hey, I like that. Chris, what do you got?
I'm right there with James on this. I was literally like, oh boy, here we go. And then I saw it was Ron Perlman, and I'm like, And then when the movie started, was watching it, and I'm like, all right, this ain't too bad. It's kind of unfolding. It's a little bit, yeah, you know what? But then by the end of it, I was like, when is this movie made? I saw 2005, 2006. I was like, yeah. I was like, this is a solid 6-7 movie right here. I'm gonna give it a 6 on the early.
Okay. I'm gonna give it. I'm actually right there with you guys. I'm gonna give it a 6 as well. 6 vials of piss and blood. My biggest gripe with this movie, honestly, was the CGI shit. I feel like that,
like the bubbling blood and
that hurt
the skeletal fucking.
Yeah, that's where
it just looks so like if they would have took that out of it and just did the practical blood and those just made those practical effects. Even if they made the blood look cheap, like just fucking syrup, you know what I mean, like syrup or something, it's like a reddish syrup or whatever. I'd have been fine with it would have looked better than the fucking, because it just looks so bad. It looked like CG, and I know CGI can be great, it can be, but this looked like whoever did it, it was like they hired some nigga named Henry to do it, and he didn't know what the hell he was doing. He was just like, boom, CGI.
The worst part is, like, you know how the blood moved, like when it dripped off the ceiling on her and it went up to the first chick. It kind of looked like in a science class, you put a magnet on your table and you had the iron chips on the thing and you're moving them across the table.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like to me. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, wow, that's so. It looked like it had glitter in it though. It's kind of a little shiny, like a gold.
Like when I can give you another example. Remember when they were in the bathtub and the one girl, like, she was getting taken over by the demon or whatever, and then when she went to the other chick was trying to drown her, and then she threw up in the tub. Like that part right there could.
That
was horrible. That was probably the worst part of the CGI. That was probably some of the worst CGI I've ever seen. It was bad. Overall, the movie wasn't that bad, but just.
No, I know you're saying like I noticed the CGI stuff. I was like, oh wow, that's. But then, like I said, I was expecting shit in this, and I was like, okay, they're not gonna. It was good what they did, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's why I'm like, it wasn't that bad to me.
Okay.
The part I didn't understand. So here's the part I do understand. So they basically are looking for girls that are troubled, but they're all virgins. Mm-hmm. Okay. But what the fuck does the mutant powers have to do with anything? They didn't say the girls in the book when they're reading it like it needs 5 girls with special powers. It was pure innocent. They needed 5 virgins. They were troubled. They were like assholes. Like they
you know what it was? Because their parents sent. That was the reason their parents sent them there, was because of their gifts. And like I feel like the one chick was saying how her parents would have her healing people.
Yeah,
she did. She wasn't like she didn't believe in that faith. Her parents were healing people and getting money. So my thought is maybe she didn't want to do it anymore, stop doing it. So her parents were like, okay, fuck it, we'll just send you to this school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, taking pills and shit. Yeah. But the thing is, they started making like it was like a fucking school for mutants. Like X-Men coming on here.
I wouldn't even say mutants. I'd say more so of like not even gifted, maybe more so, maybe kind of possessed or cursed in a sense. That's why they could do what they can do. You know what I mean?
Now, it would have been cool if they made it where the demon gets to the final body and has all their powers.
Yeah.
You know, because then now, like, the powers make sense now. Okay, now he can heal. He has the power of healing.
Yep.
He got moving shit. Well, all demons have that anyways. I think the demon sperm and the demon father's nutsack has special powers like that.
Shit.
But, yeah. But yeah, that's just what threw me off. I'm like, okay, because they said it multiple times. They're like 5 girls, and they said, they figure out we're all virgins. Well, with a man, the girl was like, well, I ate a pussy, you know. But
who hasn't?
but they didn't say, oh, it has to be because we have the gift too. We have gifts.
I think it pointed out certain traits in one of the lores or something of the stories, because at the one point she says something about, oh, that makes sense. She's the healer is the one who faithlessly heals with no faith or something like that, or has the ability to heal faithlessly with no faith or some shit.
Oh, okay. So when they're reading the passages, like they did mention, like in the Bible, like back, well, not Bible, back then, there's like certain figures that had their gifts, kind of.
I think so, or they said something either in that dialect or that thing, and I missed some of them, but I caught that one for sure. Okay. And I was like, okay, so that fills that in, because I was trying to figure out too, like, how do you know they got the gifts? B, if they're all trouble, then they're just delinquents that were sent away to this boarding school for holy misfits. I don't get it here. And then, I mean, just the amount of creepiness from Headmistress.
Even him, like, even the main dude,
everything was all creepy.
I thought he was going to bang out some of the girls.
Showing up earlier, talking to the Headmistress, and then, like, I did not make that connection at all.
So... Okay, I think I got. So you're talking about the dad at the end when they left and he comes. All right, so he's in on it. So the headmistress used to be a student when there.
Yeah.
Her sister died, so the place got shut down. Her and her father basically bought it, reopened the school so she can get her sister back with 5 girls, and it was making a deal with the Legion, the demons, 1,000 demons, Legion.
Bet. I don't know how I missed that, but I missed it.
But yeah, that's why she said she even found Ron Perlman at the time. She was like, I can bring you back to the bar, because when the girl died, he went into a depression or some shit. Even though I thought he was having sex with the girl.
That's what I thought.
I was like,
that's what I thought too. Phil, what's up, man? How's it going? And Henry said a full bladder is a gift. That's what I was
Phil.
Go check out Phil's YouTube page, people. It's dope. And Henry, how was the Van Helsing movie that you watched?
Stan Helsing.
Oh, I watched that.
Stan Helsing.
There's some funny parts.
Stan Helsing, my fault.
Stan Helsing is like ridiculous take on Van Helsing.
All of those movies have like maybe 8 to 10 minutes of great quality like content of it, as far as like the jokes and the spoofs or the you know what I mean? But then the rest of it's just like all this weird filler and awkward, just
They're called high watches. They're called high watches.
I watched that movie like
maybe that's why I never actually watched any of them in that state. So.
This movie though, like I wish it was darker. I will say that as well. Like it wasn't a bad film. It was okay. I give it a 6, but it's like an okay 6.
Low 6.
You know what?
Like
I'm gonna bump it down to a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5 for the 5 girls. I wish it was darker. There was a lot of shit in it that just seemed like, just because you mentioned it, there was a lot of shit in this movie that seemed like it was kind of filler. And I'm just like, come on, let's get this movie going. And then like the ending, where they get to the star shit. It was too fast. Like shit happened too fast once that part happened. Yes, I know I wanted stuff to happen more, but like that part, it seemed like it was kind of rushed. But
I'm shocked you knocked it down 5. You did see tits.
That's true. Did see titties.
You automatically get points for that.
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't get a 4.
I missed those.
Yeah, it was the girl when she the one was taking a bath. The girl got up and she was basically naked. Her boobs were out and drowned her friend in the tub.
My face must have been down in the plate of food I was eating right at that time.
Oh, you missed them.
Because I missed that.
Nipples.
I was just thinking to myself at the towel scene after the spanking. If it would have been there, Sturdy probably would have gave this a 7-8.
Yo, they even had the the head mistress go up the girl's asshole or crotch. I think she said ass. She pulled shit out right in her underwear. I was like, I had a second guess. I was like, is this a porn? I'm like, is this gonna start into something like a snuff film or something?
Waiting for the weird music.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on?
Before anybody asks, James is the one who wanted to put this on the wheel.
I did, yes. I did it by cover alone, honestly. I did not know what this movie was about. I was on YouTube. I mean, I'm in Tubi, and I seen the cover. I said, Ron Perlman, it's like 5 girls. the cover with the pentagram with the demon. I'm into demon movies and paranormal shit. And I was like, yup. And I clicked. I was like, I'll put this on the list. Yup. And I moved on.
Really quick. I know he was father something, but Ron Perlman's character did seem kind of rapey. And there was a
definitely.
So I think it was with the head mistress when there was something, I forgot what they both said to each other verbatim, but she was pretty much like, you made me feel good, or just something that just seemed like he hit that.
Like, what I'm talking about, because when she was a student, same thing with her sister, Elizabeth, who died. Like when he went in there, when he was like, okay, Elizabeth, you're done. And he went up to her. He was like, she like rubbed his hand. And I'm like, yo, is he like,
the way he had
that's with these girls
on her shoulder? I was like, there's fucking or something going. There's something that's not right that's going on here that they're not saying, they're not telling us. It's like they're telling us without telling us. You know what I mean? They're not throwing it in your face. They're throwing like those.
He was going to turn into Hellboy and give him the red rod.
Before he got killed by all the crucifixes, didn't the demon say something about little girls or something like that?
Yeah, he said
little kids or something.
Yeah, you like little girls because he basically was turned on by the girls, but he fought it.
Just like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is like a R. Kelly movie. There's piss.
It's funny. They had Ron Perlman here, even though I know this is like 2005. But was this before Hellboy? Definitely before Hellboy, right?
06, I believe.
Because I was waiting for him. I was like, oh, he's going to turn to Hellboy and stop this demon.
That would have been fucking funny. That would have been fucking funny.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible. I was still entertained.
Some the good kills were at the end. Like I'm a sucker for someone's skull going through a fucking like a pipe or something. So it went through the cross.
Just put some respect on his name.
Hellboy came out in 1993.
Oh my god!
03, you mean 03.
Oh, 03.
03?
Hellboy with Ron Perlman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that had to have been 2003. Can't have been 1993.
But still, it was before this one? He went from Hellboy and he did this shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you got to go with what's...
Hellboy film, 2004. So, yeah, 2003, I guess it came out.
Put some respect on his name. I don't know who said that. It sounds like some shit Henry would say. But that's fucking funny.
So, yeah, Hellboy was first, and then when was Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, Sons of Anarchy.
Is that 8-10?
Probably around 8-10. Yeah, it was, I would say so. Maybe even 12, 13. I don't know. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I don't know.
2008 to 2014.
Okay.
So this was in between it all. So at least he got a little bit better, but at least they understood. Don't put him on the big screen anymore.
Well, he's in a lot of fucking. He always plays like a sergeant or something in an army movie. Or something. He got that square blockhead. Looks like a colonel. It's like the cartoon colonels. It's always a blockhead. So they're like, yo, he fits the part. Let's get the blockhead.
I'm not gonna lie. He did look so out of place and so uncomfortable in his costume.
He did.
He did.
If I walked in this school with my daughter, I looked at him like, nope, turn right back around. He touches you.
No, that's another thing. Like, okay, so usually, even if you're sending your children away to a school, you're gonna drop them off. You're gonna walk them in. You're gonna kind of check it out.
Oh no, the father was trying to get rid of that one chick. She was like, "Get the fuck out of my car! I'm out of here. You're possessed or something." I don't know the backstory. I wish I knew what she was doing that made him like that, like afraid of her. Like, you're out of here.
I think like, her powers, like her telekinetic powers. Because remember how at first she locked the door, and then when they got out the car and he's like pushing her to something, she did something. The car crunched a little bit.
Yeah, she was fucking with like she locked the doors where her powers.
Yeah, when she was in it, and then when she got out of the car, she did something because the car did something like a crunch.
Oh, what's like probably a windshield or something cracked. I don't know. I forgot
what it was exactly.
But yeah, so he was basically afraid of her. He thought she was a demon already. You're going to this church school to get that fucking shit out of you.
He was like, it'll be good for both of us if you get out of here, basically. I'm just
like,
that's your daughter. That's your child. But
and mainly, and her power goes off by emotion, like when she's like mad or scared or something. Yeah,
scared or
like someone's attacking her.
Yep. Yeah, because remember when the headmistress was spanking her and her hand started?
Yeah.
I was just like, wow.
That was turn on things. Every slap is like bam.
You damn right it was. Oh, never mind.
They prayed harder and harder.
Yeah, they did. It was kind of weird. They started doing the prayer like shit, going all together when she's getting her pants are complete. For one, you shouldn't be praying when someone's pants are down. But anyway, that's kind of weird.
Why not? It's holy.
I mean,
whoa, there you go. Nice. Two holies. I
mean, technically, she didn't have pants on in the first place because she was wearing a skirt. She had a skirt.
Yeah,
oh, Yahtzee.
Yep. Skirt up high to the heavens, you know.
Okay, her power thing at the end was so cheesy and corny. I did not like it. Where she yelled the girl's name. She just screamed the girl's name like twice and like sparks.
Yeah, that was.
I was like,
Again, like those few minutes, it just seemed so rushed.
Because it looked like they were trying to rip off a Jean Grey from X-Men.
And then the part where the girl kissed the chick when she was laying down on the floor.
Oh, you mean when she was dead and she had to get that last kiss in? And what did you say on the outside? Should I repeat it? Should I say it?
No. We're gonna leave that for off the air.
Okay.
Those things.
But anyways.
But yeah.
That was
like
that was weird.
I
her eyes are still open and shit.
I felt like with that part, it should have helped her, but I don't know because it said like the demon got all 5 girls, but technically one girl came back to life or was still alive. So
but it still counted. That's why she was alive at the end.
Okay,
it was in the headmistress. The thing, it actually was still there.
And then you know what was crazy too though. So remember when the headmistress breaks her hand, and she's like, the headmistress broke my healing hand.
I can't heal. Yeah, I can't use it.
It's weird that you have a healing power. You can only do it with one fucking hand. Whatever.
Well, that's the magic hand, man.
I bet it has magic fingers too.
Yeah, I bet it does.
But no, what I was getting at though was like you would think that like just her touching somebody and wanting to help heal them would help them, and by kissing that would help. I mean, it happened. Beauty, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, right? Or Sleeping
the 7 Dwarfs. Snow White, the 7 Dorks.
No, 7 Dwarfs. Didn't they kiss Snow White at the end?
Well, all those movies are, but yeah, they wake. Sleeping Beauty was the one where she was sleeping for like a million years, and they wake her up by a kiss,
which is just.
But in the real stories, rapes her. By the way,
bro. Listen,
but anyways, let's go.
I'm just glad Tom Green wasn't in this movie, and this wasn't like a Stan Helsing or Scary Movie type skit. Because in that scene right there, would have been straight up blah, tongue in mouth, just.
Yeah. But Chris, instead of that chick, it would have been like a fucking horse or a goat. It would have been an animal.
It's kind of weird. She called her baby.
A goat would have walked by and just teabagged her and just kept going.
Wow. Just dragged the nuts across the dead chin.
That would have woke Tom Green up.
Yeah.
What are you saying? It's crazy she called her what?
But like you know how they told basically gave their feelings for each other and the girl was like, baby, like when she was dead on the floor, like they've been dating for 10 years. Baby, are you okay?
Listen, they had a real connection.
I'm like, what the fuck?
James. They had a connection. You can't get in between their bond.
They went through something together, okay?
Yeah, they've been through a lot. James,
creepy priest.
Why does this shit always happen to? Well, there was the one black chick there, but why does this shit always happen to 99% of white people and like 1% minorities? Can you explain that to us?
You want to know why? Because white people go towards the stuff, so it's easier for the demons to
catch us. And we're like, it's that direction, so we're going that way.
Yeah. And we tell the demons, hey, we're over here instead of everybody else hiding. We're like, hey, how's it going? All
right, so let's
bake you a pie.
Let's throw out a similar story, right? And we're like, okay, we know there's a demon here and it's to the right. James, which way are you going? Are you going to the right to the demon? Or are you going to the left to the
I'm not going to go forward. I'm going to open the door and peek. Like, well, you know, let me see where. Where is it?
Just being nosy. See?
Yeah, be nosy. I'm not going to go in there and like run at it.
Can't mind business. You got them yelling at black people for barbecuing. You got them fucking yelling at ghosts for doing ghost shit.
No, seriously, this is a real thing. Like I'm into when I say I'm into paranormal stuff, I watch the TV shows or fake, just as entertainment. But I used to actually go ghost hunting a few times with my friends.
Nice.
And I would really go if I could go to where you see on TV, like one of the hauntedest buildings in the world. My goal is to do that one of these days. Like you recently went to the Stanley Hotel.
Yes.
I would have stayed the night there in one of the rooms.
Listen. So with the Stanley,
we can make that content.
I would do it.
Right there, it's $300 a night. That's why we didn't stay.
It would be one night.
Yeah.
I would, but honestly, I thought it would be more than that. But if it's one of the main rooms that the most haunted, I would stay there just to have the experience and see what I could see or hear if there is anything.
So real like with the Stanley, I went out there, of course, Colorado. So that one, room 217 of that Stanley is where Stephen King, if I'm not mistaken, was inspired to write. He didn't write it in the room, but inspired to write The Shining in room 217. The movie was not shot there. The movie was actually shot in Oregon in another hotel.
Yes. Yep.
Oregon and I believe Canada. Shout out to Kyle and Phil. And then the mini series, though, there was, I don't know if the whole thing was shot there or just parts of it was shot at the Stanley in Colorado. So that's pretty cool.
So there's no actual haunted building then?
No, there is. There is.
No, it's supposed to be really haunted. Yeah.
Yeah, there is parts of it that were haunted, which actually they brought, like, because we went on a tour and they brought us to the tour and telling us things. There was 2 rooms. There was one room where they had us holding these dumb lollipops, and you're holding it upside, like, say this is the lollipop, right? This is the head of the lollipop up here, the HEMPARITA bottle. You're holding it upside down like this. I don't remember the girl's name. Henry, you probably do, because there's a song for it as well. I know the name starts with the L. But what made it funny, though, is because, you go in this room, the lady's, like, telling us a story or whatever, and then she turns the lights off. And she's like, again, I don't know if her name was Lucy or what, but
yep.
There you go, Lucy. She's like, Lucy, if you want to come out, make an appearance, feel free. I was like, or you could just stay put.
I do.
I'm dead serious, but right when she turned the lights off, Henry was standing right by me. He's like, some crazy shit happens. We're running right out that fucking door to leave.
I'm gonna guess you're the only black folks there.
There was me, him, and there was an Asian that looked just like Henry. So there was 3 of us, 3 non-whites.
Asians don't count though. Asians, Japan demon shit are way like Asian demons and spirits are way advanced than ours.
Way more advanced.
they have like a million different myths, like different creatures and shit. So they're probably like, let's go see these white people's fucking ghosts. Woo!
I mean, Henry, if you can kind of tell them your experience there, because you could explain it better than I can, even though you'll be typing it up and I can read it off.
I wouldn't want to do the tour. I would want to be alone. I'm like, listen, I want the room. I'm staying here by myself. I don't want you to shut the lights off, me and 10 other people in the room, and hopefully something happens. No, I want to be by myself. And I want to have like a recorder, ask questions, move this ball, put a ball on the floor or something.
You see, you know, Button James going into one of these rooms by himself. You go in there and turn the lights on. He's in there naked.
Hey, you don't know who's haunting it. You might get,
So I'll read it for the people that aren't watching it live or that'll be listening to the audio whenever the audio comes out. He said, my hand that had the lollipop in it was getting sweaty in the room. Felt a lot smaller than it really was.
That's called fear.
And he's not claustrophobic. No, seriously though, like when they turn the lights, because like when the lights were on, the room looked bigger. Turn the lights off and all that shit. It did seem like it was a lot smaller in there. And I vibe. But like Henry was saying, he had a lollipop. Everybody had a lollipop in their hand like this. Their hand out with the dum-dum upside down. As far as my hand goes, I felt nothing. But it did feel kind of weird in the room. Like you got like a weird vibe in the room. His hand was literally sweaty. His one hand had a lollipop in it. So I'm just like, there could have been a vibe in there. I don't know.
It's not sweat, man. They'll spit. The ghost was licking the lollipop in your hand and drooled all over your hand.
Or it could have been ghost period blood, Henry, if you want to look at it like that.
Jesus.
Or piss. If that makes you feel any better.
I'd say right there, I want to do shit like that. Like, there's like a top one, like list of haunted places in America and shit.
I would do that tour again. It didn't feel right. It does. It makes it feel
like evil or just
not. I wouldn't say evil, just different. Like just something I've never felt. I don't know how. And I'm not making this bullshit up. Like I don't know how to explain it. It was just like you knew it was like you felt a presence that you knew was there, but you couldn't see it or feel it, but you just knew. You know what I mean? Like you got a vibe that it was there, but it didn't feel threatening or scary. It was just weird. It was different. I didn't fucks with it though. There,
Nice.
yeah. Not necessarily evil, but something was off.
Yeah, it's a Lucy was pissed off because she goes, "Here we go with this fucking tour again, bringing all these strangers in my room."
And then there's some song
to
too.
Get the fuck out.
And then there was another guy. I think his name. There was three. There was a guy named Paul. I forgot that story. And there was a guy. His name started with a P as well. And the funny thing about that is the lady was like, "Nobody's safe." She's like, "Men and women aren't safe." And she's like, "Sometimes they'll come out, they grab somebody's ass or something." And I was just like, "What the fuck?" I was laughing.
It's the booty warrior.
But yeah, honestly, it was a great time. If you are into that kind of stuff, I highly, 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 highly recommend it. It was fun. Seen a bunch of elk there as well. But no, it was seriously an awesome tour. I highly recommend it, and I would do it again next time I go out there, actually, which I'm not sure when that's going to be, but bring the wife out there as well, and bring both of our wives on those tours, and probably fuck with them because we've been on the tour already. So, of course, we're going to have to do some stupid shit. Knock the lollipop out their hand or something. I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
Oh, that would be funny as hell. Fucking just take it, put it in your hand. Like, how the hell did this get over here? But, yeah, like, seriously, I highly recommend that tour. It was fun. And it's something that, like, I know we joke about all the time. I never thought I would do a ghost, like, a tour like that. But I'm like, it's the Stanley. It's from the movie. I have to. I know it's not in the movie. It's in the miniseries, and it's where Stephen King was inspired. But I was like, I had to do it. I would love to do it.
I think it's easier, too, for you because it's controlled. There's, like, a guide. It's not like me going, "Hey, Aaron, you want to go to
nope.
the cemetery?" Nope. It's not like that. You're like, fuck no. This is, like,
let's go to
plan. This is, like
no, I get what you're saying, though. But again, we still got that vibe, though, which was cool. It was different, but I mean, like, it was just something, yo. It was just like an all feeling. Like Henry said, it was like an all feeling, not evil, not threatening, just something felt off. Like you knew there was something there. And I never thought I would experience something like that. But again, like I said, it wasn't scary, it wasn't threatening. Would I do it again? Hell yeah. It was fun. And it was a cool tour overall. Like the fucking hotel was beautiful. And on really quick too, James, like the part that they do the tour on, and then the part you stay on the other half of the hotel, I believe. You don't stay on the tour part. And room 217, the room that Stephen King stayed in, they do, I guess you can rent that room out, but it's expensive as shit.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's why I said, when you said $300, I was like, that don't sound right. I was like, usually, like, if it's a haunted room, they try to milk the money. It'd be like $3,000 a fucking night or something.
To stay in that hotel, it's $300 a night. I don't know how much it is to stay in that room, but again, that room was just where it was inspired, not necessarily saying it's haunted or anything like that.
Oh, okay. If it's not haunted, I don't want the fucking room. I'll go just stay in the regular basic room.
Yeah, Sturdy's over here like, I'd do it again. Yeah, until you do run into that evil shit and that feeling you can't get away from. You ain't doing that shit with Annabelle, nigga.
No, you're right. I'm not doing that shit.
Hell nah. But I'll go. I'll do it. I'll do it, James. Starts at 300.
Starts at 300, cool. And he said Ice Nine Kills did a show there as well.
That's
Who's
cool.
that?
Yeah,
it's a band that makes they make songs about the horror themes, like
horror movies and shit.
They just did a American Psycho one.
Nice.
I actually listened to a few of the songs as Henry played them. I picked up on. I don't like the yelling and screaming shit.
Yeah, it's like
the instruments.
I don't want to say screamo. It's like metal,
like death metal.
I don't know how to explain it because I don't listen to it. But
you can hear the lyrics though. It's not like that just yelling. What the fuck is this dude saying?
Yeah. I agree with that. And like what it was like again, what was dope is the horror aspect of it. And of course, I always love the instruments in that. I always love the instruments, but the horror aspect.
Metalcore, that's the word I was trying to think of. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I like metalcore.
Metalcore.
They're pretty cool. They got some good ones. I mean, they got like all the main character songs.
And they have music videos out too, right?
Yeah, the music videos for them. Yeah, music videos. They're cool.
Nice.
And each video is like a story. It's like a fucking movie. If they take scenes from the movie, like they reenact them.
Yeah, and
cool.
they don't say like
the names of the people.
They don't say the movie title, you know. So
yeah,
copyright shit.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what, they should say. You guys ready for this one? They should tell you guys about Hemparita. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this: you go to the Stanley, you get yourself some Hemparita first. You go to the Stanley, you check it out. You go there with a nice, relaxed vibe, nice open mind. And you're going to have a great time. You go to ihemparita.com, use promo code SIRS30, save yourself 10%. That's 10. Double the 5 girls, that's 10. Yes. Hemparita. ihemparita.com, use promo code SIRS30. I have mine right here. And it's delicious, and I'm going to have it momentarily. Now back to the show, gentlemen. So, James, I'm going to ask Chris the same question. I'm going to answer this question. What would you change about this movie to make it better? Like, what's one big thing you would change? If you got to think for a minute, Chris, if you have anything, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, what's one thing you would change about this?
Like, I get the concept of it, like what they're doing. Like, you need the 5 girls to do this spell. I wish there were more kills and better kills, but I also wish there was like
more nudity,
more explain with the powers. Like they do something more to the powers. Like they use their powers trying to fight the demon, except for the one chick, she yelled and knocked the demon out of the girl real quick. But other than that, she'll just get mad and like chalk will fall off the fucking desk or something. She wasn't doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
But the other girl healing, she is the one who actually used her power the right way. Like if out of all the girls, like the power, I would expect her. Like she heals. Okay, she touched the girl, healed her wounds. I'm like, okay, there you go. That's what that's supposed to do. Then the other one was just a Wiccan. She's like Annabelle. What's it? The Dow, a conduit. So things are attracted to her, and she has like a protective crystal. But other than that, that's all she did. She just fucking read out of the Wiccan book.
That's right.
And the thing went to her first because she's like a fucking lighthouse. Come to me.
Yep. Remember how when her arm changed in the bathtub, how she ripped
the black veins, like the
ripped the veins too. But when she ripped the necklace off and threw it, the crystal you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then like her other arm changed and pushed the girl under, and then she threw up in the tub. And that's when the other girl. That's when the demon went out of her and into the other chick.
Now the one girl, she can go through objects, but only in the room she's in. She hardly used that power. She got scared and went through a file cabinet once.
I don't remember her using it after that ever.
No, that's what I'm saying. A waste of time.
It was still, and on top of that, so you couldn't walk through a filing cabinet. You can walk through anything, but you can't walk through a fucking doorway.
Well, she has to be. It's in the room she can see. It's kind of like a dumbed down Nightcrawler.
Well, hold up. Time out. Okay, so my next question then, right? So remember outside the school how they had the fence, like with the long black bars, like how every horror movie or like a cemetery gate has?
Yeah.
She can see through that because you can see through the bars. Why can't you walk through that?
She probably could. I don't think there was an opportunity where she had to.
They never tried to go outside though. That's what I don't get.
Oh, you mean they didn't try to escape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You think they want to get the hell out of there, but
once you find out some weird shit's going on, I was like, yo, we have these powers. Let's get the fuck out of here.
But what if I had a power? If I get mad and yell and I could blow a wall apart, I'm getting out of there the first night. I'm out.
Just the telekinesis power in general, where she can move shit and open shit.
Yeah, you can't stop me. Like that girl yelling, get on my face. I'm gonna blast her away. Like, get the fuck away from me. I'll be going around. I'm God walking around.
That needle she shoved in my arm would have been right in her neck.
Oh yeah. That blood too, man. She goes, I'm a bleeder. I thought something else was wrong with her, like her powers, telekinesis. I'm like, but they stabbed her. She did start gushing blood out of nowhere. I'm like, God damn. Like, what the fuck's all the blood for?
Word. Yeah, that was a little much. Like, they didn't really need to do that. I think something with the telekinetic power would have been better. Like, you're not gonna be able to get this needle into me. Because even if it's like her not doing it, but if it's just an automatic reaction, you know what I mean? Like, say if somebody hits you, sometimes your automatic reaction is to slap them back. So if with the needle thing, if it just doesn't penetrate her skin, or if it just
something like she can't get it in because the power's like holding like a little shield.
The same shit that happened when the brunette chick with the healing powers you know, the one that ate vagina. But remember when she pulled her knife out on the chick and the chick threw the, like, with her power, the knife into the wall? Why didn't she do it with the needle? That's what she should have did with the needle.
Exactly. Like, get that shit away from me. I don't know. The other one to waste of power, real quick. The blind chick. She reads tarot cards. She read them once and says, I see a girl down here near you. No, it's a girl down here. Then that's all. That's all she did. Like, I'm like, come on, man. They wasted their powers. That's all I'm getting at. I think I will change if they put more of that in the movie. So that is my answer to this.
Okay. Okay.
Other than that, the storyline, it is what it is. It's better than I thought it was. It wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't horrible.
So I wouldn't really change that because I wouldn't know how to add on to that really off the top of my head. But yeah, that's my answer. I would say if they put their powers more into the movie, using it around somehow.
What about you, Chris? You got anything?
Yeah, I probably would have tried to change and custom tailor a little bit of the story with the powers to being more relevant of the reason they got sent there without them possibly knowing that's the reason they got sent there. And then maybe a little bit of a boost to the casting, because although it was fair and it was satisfactory, like I said, I was still entertained. I'm not complaining. I feel like maybe one or two different people in different situations, because one of the best actors in the thing was the lead, which felt awkward, and the damn blind girl. Like, oh, okay. I was like, she's killing it right now as the blind girl, and everybody else is just young, trying, doing real good job, but not a great job.
Yeah.
I'm with you on both. I'm with both of you, but basically with the power stuff and kind of like you said, Chris, like their power should be a reason why they're there, why they got sent there. And I'll even jump into like just deeper with the story about each individual girl, because this movie was an hour and 36 minutes, but you didn't really learn anything about any of these people. There was no character development really.
And realistically, we got 5 people that should never be in the situation, because one of them can destroy shit with her mind, another one can use her voice and be destructive, another one can walk through shit, not be destructive, and escape.
But remember,
the other power.
Remember, the
one's a healer, so you can literally hurt yourself, break your bones, get out, heal yourself, and keep going.
As long as you can hurt her one hand.
Yeah, that's the one hand. You got to protect that shit.
But my thing too, though, is like I said, they should have went deeper into the story about their powers and stuff, and maybe even like jumping on into what Chris said is their powers should be a reason why they were there. Maybe, you know, the girls, they end up trusting each other. Hey, why'd you get sent here? And then they kind of tell their little story. Say there's 5 girls, so say the stories are like 3 minutes a piece. They could be like 2 minutes a piece. They don't have to be super long. Boom, boom, boom. Here's why I was here. This is, you know, I was blah, 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 blah. Boom. This is why I'm here. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. This is why I'm here. And kind of go around into where maybe they each say they're in 5 different parts of, not even the world, just the United States. They're in 5 different parts of the United States is where they were all from. But there was something that brought all 5 of them there that was very similar. Maybe something that they all seen, and then maybe something that's what caused their powers to happen at the wrong time. Their parents are just like, you know what, this is the last straw. You have to go to this school now, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just something. But there was like nothing there for that. And still not a terrible movie. I just wish they kind of, oh man, this sounds kind of weird. I wish they could have cut out a lot of the filler bullshit and kind of slowed it down some. I know I said like not enough happened, but kind of slowed it down some, cut out a lot of the filler bullshit, gave more backstories at the very least for those 5 girls, and maybe even the headmistress and the head priest, like a little bit more. Or actually, I'll say a lot more, because they didn't even really give a backstory for anybody. They should have gave a little bit of backstory for everybody and just kind of had the story just so it would have made more sense. It would have had it growing and then made it darker. Made it dark, like the story, the tone darker. And
honestly, the priest is the only one who had the backstory. Because in the beginning, it showed the one girl, Elizabeth, he was running to school fine. She died. She disappeared out of the classroom out of nowhere. And it traumatized him. The place closed down. He became an alcoholic. Then the new headmistress brought him back to get a second chance. and he stopped drinking and all that shit. So he's like the only one they said basically you've seen parts where he was the backstory.
Yo.
Good point. That is very true. That is very true. So okay, I'll say with Bone you have that, but you still have 6 other characters that they didn't have a backstory.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you had what 8 characters total in this. Well, you got the girl's father, so 9 characters. Because you have the one bald guy at the end. He was in the beginning at one point, and then he was at the end. He wasn't in it much. The father of the headmistress and her sister. So you had him.
Oh, the one she was trying to bring back. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had
caretaker or something.
You had the telekinetics father when he dropped her off.
Yeah, he didn't count. They had an argument for like a second.
Like those 2 I don't really count too much, so you don't really need a backstory from those 2. And you technically got a little bit of a backstory in a sense with the one guy because he lost his 2 daughters in the school. That's why he's still there, basically. Well, he ended up losing.
Unless you throw in some type of like secret society / prophecy, there are different corners of the states. A news report or something shows an incident. All of a sudden, they like go and round them up to make the prophecy come true or something. And the father's part of it. Something because of the situation with their goddamn something.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like this movie could have been so much. I almost want to give it a 4, but I'm gonna leave it at a 5.
It's gone down and down.
I'm gonna leave it at a 5 though. I'm gonna leave it at a 5. But there's just so much more I feel like they could have done. But again, not a bad film. I'll say it's okay at best for me. Had titties in it, so that helped. But I don't know. I just needed more from it. I needed more. I needed just a better story because I feel like the premise was cool. The fucking cover behind James is awesome. You see that, and you don't see that face enough. That's important.
James or her?
My beautiful face.
No, the cover though. The face on the cover, you see it here and there, but you don't see it enough. And then it's to the point to where it's like, who the fuck is she? Like, yes, you find out that it's the headmistress's sister and all that. It's a girl from the beginning, but it's like, why couldn't we get more of this? I didn't like how when the one chick, when she's going into the confessional with the priest, and she's like, I see ghosts, I see things that aren't there, and he's like, well, how's that a sin? So then she's explaining it, and he just shuts it down like right away.
Oh, because he knows what she's talking about. He don't want to think about it. It's bringing up memories. He knows who she is. He knows it's Elizabeth. And he's just denying. He's like, okay, shut this shit down. I don't want to hear it. Because now he's getting like defensive.
He is. And that right there, like when I seen that part, I was like, wait a minute. Did he have something to do with her disappearance / death? I know in the beginning how it shows, when he leaves the room after he's fucking rubbing on her shoulder and caressing her, look like he's about to kiss her, whatever. When he leaves the room, remember how the door closed and all this shit when she's calling for him because shit starts going crazy, the cross falls off the thing, and then the door slams.
Yeah. I don't understand that part either. Like, why did the demon come all of a sudden out of nowhere, and take that girl, basically disappeared, just left on the floor was blood? Like, what happened? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I don't remember. Like, I'm trying to think if there was something that she was writing or saying at the, at that time.
She was drawing the picture of Legion.
Okay.
She was reading a book and that's breaking it down.
Remember how she was saying something about the darkness brings out the light or some shit?
Yeah. That's
probably what brought that there. Because remember later in the confessional when she says that same thing and he sees her face. He sees, what's her, Elizabeth? He sees Elizabeth's face and not telekinetic girl's face.
Yeah.
He's like, what'd you just say?
Is it Mara or something?
Tomorrow.
And then she's like, what does she say? He tells her to do some shit, like go pray and blah, 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 and some other shit and pee.
Oh, tomorrow's the healer, right?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think she's the healer.
One of them was Mara, M-A-R-A.
Oh, Mara's the healer. I don't know the main girls. I forgot
names.
Where she yelled it like 5 times at the end of the movie too, and I'm blinking.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So let's go with ratings again, guys. So James,
I'm going to keep mine as a 6. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. There could have been a little more tweaks to make it better. I'm not saying I was excited, like enjoyed it, but like the end part, a couple scenes were cool, even though the CGI was crappy. I wish they used the blood demon thing more often. Like it was attacking, like when the thing left the body, it was just like a big blob of a demon of blood or something just standing there. I'm a sucker, like I said, for that kill where someone's back of their head, and a fucking like spike comes out of their mouth. I thought that scene was cool because she used her power to lift up the cross to ram her through it. Ram. But some of the kills are corny. Like the drowning and all that shit was corny. But yeah, I was going, like I said, I thought this was going to be a total shit show. Like, I was like, this is going to be bad. Because I didn't read up. I didn't know what it was about at all.
Me either.
But it was better than I thought. So I'm going to stay with a 6.
Okay. And really quick, I do want to say, so the bathtub scene too. You know what other part bothered me about? Another thing that bothered me about that scene, was so she gets out the tub. Or no, before when she's like screaming they were just talking, right? They were just talking back and forth. About 30 seconds later, the one chick somehow just knocked out sleeping. Maybe the demon did it. I don't know.
No, she fell asleep listening to music in her headphones.
But here's my thing though, because the chick was screaming, calling her. She had her headphones on the whole time when they were talking. So now all of a sudden you can't hear her.
Anyways, it don't matter what kind of headphones you got. I don't care. For one, they look like Walmart fucking headphones, $10 headphones.
They're just some earbuds.
They could be on full blast, and if someone's yelling, you're going to hear them.
I don't even think they were on full blast because it didn't. And the reason why I say that is because you know how like a lot of times when you're watching a movie, how if somebody has headphones on, if the music's loud, it's loud in the movie as well. Like if you're looking at them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the music wasn't that loud. I'm just like, they could have. It's a nitpick, but they could have did that scene a little bit better. They could have did that scene better.
I agree.
But again, just the shit, just going through it, like discussing this movie again after watching it. I'm gonna stick with my 5, man. Like at first I gave it the 6. I'm gonna have the whole 666 shit going, but I had to give it the 5 because I'm just like, you know what? To me, it wasn't a 6.
Then you went down to a 4.
Almost went down to a 4. Yes, the titties. But I just wish there was more to it. I wish this, like I said, there was more to this. These type of movies right here, there needs to be more of a story. When it's like the paranormal, the demonic, all that type of shit. To me, there needs to be more of a good story versus like a slasher. You just want to see some dope ass kid. At the end of the day, with a slasher, yes, a story helps it, but dope ass kills and big ass titties is what you want to see in a slasher, and you're fine with that. You're happy with that. Titties don't even got to be big, but for these type of movies, I want more. Like honestly, this is gonna surprise a lot of people. I can do the nudity in it. I can do without if it's gonna be a better story. I know. I know. Don't get me wrong. If you could have a great story and some titties, I'm gonna watch it. But seriously though, like these type of films, because this is what like kind of brings you to that. You know, it kind of draws you into that film when it's a dope ass story, because that's what you're really fucking. You want to sit back. It's one of those things you're like, holy shit, like yo, you have to come fucking watch this movie. Fucking, it was awesome. Blah 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 blah. The story fucked me up. Blah blah blah. You know, it was like a mind fuck. All this other crazy shit. Some crazy shit happened, and this wasn't that. This was like mediocre. This was just like, let's just throw something together type of deal. But again, I'm gonna give it a 5 vials of piss and blood. And I'm gonna pass it on to Chris. Somebody's stuck.
Before I finalize, did anybody notice the faux hawk? Ron Perlman's perfect faux hawk as a priest in 2005. Okay, the Jersey Shore didn't come out to what, 8, 9, 10? 8 maybe.
Probably.
He's ahead of his time. He's ahead of his time.
Man.
He was.
Yo, his head is square. He got to get a triangle too. You know what I'm saying? His whole head is just what's that fucking called?
Geometric.
There you go. Got a triangle hair. Got a fucking square head.
He has you know what he has? He has the, like you said, the comic book / animated series superhero box head.
The box head, yeah. Especially like for example, like anime series the Hulk. You know, the fucking Colonel's trying to hunt him down.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking square head. Colonel fucking Blockhead. There's Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his whole demeanor, his body language, his kind of shrug and just drag of his arms and his
box head.
I need you to. He's more of that like grunt villain, that like evil, still grunt villain. Just like I've been through the trenches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Leave me alone. I'll kill you.
No, the fuck he's not, because I'm beautiful.
I think that's why he can play. I think that's why he can play Hellboy, because Hellboy has that like he got the trench coat with the fucking like sawed-off shotgun. That like he smokes a cigar, smoking a cigar like Allie, like don't fuck with this dude. He's gonna fucking just shoot you and walk away.
Sons of Anarchy, he was great in that because he's a great bad guy or like a good
biker. He has that like biker type dude too.
I'd say a great bad guy or like that anti-hero type of deal or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But Chris, you're not gonna get past this whole final rating for these 5 girls.
Say it again, bud.
5 girls. What's your rating? What's your rating after we discussed it?
I think he's fighting because part of him he wants to drop the score.
I think part of him wants to raise the score.
No, I don't.
Kind of like how he wanted to raise the score for what was it? Oh, I forgot what movie. Was it the Cursed movie? The Cursed Nun movie? Or was it a movie? No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was something else.
I don't think it was that.
I forgot what it was. Not important.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Don't be scared, Chris. Go
ahead. Sorry, Ron. This is a 5. 5 at the end. 5. Down. Stronger CG would have made it maybe a 6. A little bit better storyline would have improved it to a 7. This probably was at best a 7-8 movie from the get-go if they could have made it work 100%.
Mm-hmm. I agree with
that.
I'll even say you could say better CGI or no CGI.
Yeah, more practical effects probably.
Yeah, with this type of movie,
getting stabbed with all the fucking things flying at him, they could have done a better job of making that look real.
It was shitty. It was cheap. That's what really took me out. I mean, besides the story took me out of it more so than anything, of course. But then second was the CGI, and it was just like because it was so bad. And this type of CGI would have been perfect for that Nun movie, which we're gonna get we're gonna get the people on to interview them. It would have been perfect for something like that because it's a cheesy film, but you expect more from something like this.
You know what this kind of felt like to me now that I think about it?
What's up?
This was a crack at somebody who was like, hey, so you did real good on Freeform or ABC Family. So now we're going to give you a bigger budget. Let's see what you can do. Step it up. So they just turned it up a notch and a half. Like, instead of going to fucking 9, they went from 3 to 5.
Yeah, I can see that. I can agree with that too. Basically, it was like, yo, listen, I don't have the talent to do it.
I did the best I could here, man.
But there's titties and there's nipples in it, so and there's a girl over another chick's ass cheeks and spankings.
Is there a department within these film companies and stuff that like people are specifically looking for these filler movies to make like a 5 to 7 movie because the AAA titles are going to be like the 7, 8, 9 titles, 10 titles. You know what I mean?
So is this movie just like a filler? Like a whole filler? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. Like, all right, so we got a movie company here. We got to start putting out some movies, right?
Okay.
We got Captain America coming out over here.
Yeah.
We got fucking Michael Myers here with the middle of the road on the big blockbuster for the Halloween. But then over here, we don't have shit. We need something. I need some of these people that love bad movies. Go find me some bad movie makers. Like, that's what I see with some big ass glasses. Like,
I don't even feel
some brown meat coming out.
Yo,
you're trying. I think it sounds like you're describing fucking Woody Allen.
I feel like it's more so of, yo, can you make a movie? Yeah. Have you ever made a movie before? No. Okay, you're hired.
Do you count the bedroom with the wife?
I believe in you.
Yeah.
You sure you want to do that?
This is one of those films where it could have been like a 5-minute short. We're supposed to watch a short today, but we're gonna watch it on Thursday.
Oh god, you guys are hating on this. I'd seen 10 times worse than this shit. Come on.
No, it's still a 5. I mean, it's.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
Okay.
10 times. It's a million times better than Blood Lake.
Yes.
Got throw Blood Lake in there.
I don't think we're ever gonna see a film worse than Blood Lake. I really
No,
don't.
like I said, this didn't bother me too bad. So
like I really don't. Where is it at?
It's a low 6. It could have easily dropped down to like a high 5, but I'm going to keep it as a 6.
Agreed. Well, I mean, for you, yeah. But for me, I'm sticking with my 5. It's a low 5.
I won't give it a stamp.
Oh, hell no.
Stamp of approval, no. But I check it out, I will say.
So we average about a 53% then.
Definitely. I'm never gonna tell you not to watch a movie. This is like a watch at your own risk, borderline watch at your own risk movie for me. I'll never tell you not to watch a movie.
No, I think it's higher than that.
It's not gonna piss you off, and you're not gonna want to wake your wife up and punch her and then go back to sleep.
By that though, guys, what I mean by that is like I don't really I wouldn't recommend it. Like if someone's like, "Yo, Aaron, I need what movie would you sit down and watch right now?" I'm not gonna be able to put this on.
Well, that makes sense. I'm just saying, like if someone came across it and they watched it, they're not gonna at the end. They're not gonna go, "God damn it!" They're gonna be like, "It is what it is." They're gonna go, "Huh, okay," and they walk away. They're like, "Hey, I watched that. All right."
If somebody tells you, "Hey, I'm bored with everything already. There's nothing left on Netflix for me. What can I watch?" And you're like, you start going through a list of shit, and they're like, yep. And you're like, you know what? I got to find something obscure for you. 5 Girls. You'll be fine with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Again, it's not something I'd recommend, but it's not something that, you wouldn't be pissed off if you sat down. Because I'm not mad I watched it. Yeah. I'm not mad I watched it at all. Would I watch it again? Nah, probably not. No. There's no point.
No.
But,
move on to the next.
Yeah. You have to, You have to.
Speaking of that, for
slice them and dice them, chop them up, and ship them out.
There you go. What he said. Now, what were you saying, James?
I'll say once again, no wheel tonight because we have special guests.
We picked out. Which people, by the way, if you want to be guests on this, don't get used to that. It's just another podcast that I wanted to work with. And it was just easier. Like, that's the movie they wanted to review. And just the way that dates lined up kind of for scheduling. Because usually what we'll do is, if they pick a wheel, it's like, hey, when this movie pops up, let me know. And I'll be there. And this was just, for this time, it was easier. So for times here and there, we'll do it like that. But for the most part, once a movie's called on the wheel, because we love spinning the wheel. We love spinning the wheel.
It's fun.
I don't know what it is about the fucking spinning of the wheel, but we love it.
It's nostalgic to us, man.
It is now, I guess. It will be one day.
You see the titles going, and you're like, "Oh, land there." You're like, "No, land there."
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, it is.
Big wheel on The Price is Right.
It's kind of like you're gambling.
This guy said pizza.
You're playing roulette. You're like, come on, Phantasm, come on, land on it.
Word. Maybe Thursday, James, when we spin the wheel again, maybe it'll find Phantasm. Maybe.
I'm trying to get the movies where I can't believe Aaron didn't see it. So Phantasm and the movie The House. Mm-hmm. It's called, I think it's The House or House.
I think I've seen The House.
I grew up on that. That's one of the first movies I watched when I was younger.
All right, guys, because this was a quick episode, so let's watch. This short is only 10 minutes. We could do this short. We could do our trailer review, and then we could be done.
All right.
You guys cool with that? Let me hit share screen. I'm gonna put us in the background just so that there's no echoing and shit. Just because we're watching it for the live, which we did get permission from this. The short is called The Stalker. I will post the link right now in the comments, as well as I'll post it in the comments right now for you guys. So go check it out. Or you can watch it live with us, but you can check it out on your own time as well. Let me hit share screen. Go to this tab. Utizzle. Share Scrizzle. I'll even blow this Izzle. And like I said, I'll just put us all backstage. Or matter of fact, everybody just mute your mics.
All right.
Just give me I'm gonna hit play. Just give me a thumbs up if you two can hear it.
I'm scared. It's dark.
You heard?
I'm scared. It's too dark.
You'll be all right. Mute your mic.
Monday, Met Office yellow warnings remain in place through the evening. Bands of showers across the south. Slow-moving downpours across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Potential for further travel disruption. A lot of spray and surface water on the roads. And also the risk of some lightning strikes with some...
DCI Logan here. Anybody receiving? This is DCI Logan. Anybody receiving? I've just arrived on the scene. The victim is... I can't tell. Oh, God.
Please repeat, DCI Logan.
Multiple stab wounds to the body. The head has been bludgeoned with some sort of weapon. Send immediate medical assistance and backup. Seal off the surrounding area. Nobody gets in or out.
Confirmed, DCI Logan. Backup and ambulance to be dispatched immediately. Following your location now.
All right, gentlemen. So, thoughts?
I had like a towards the end when you finally see the stalker guy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'll know how he's a stalker, he wasn't stalking her until the end. But it had like a Jason Voorhees vibe going. She's running her ass off, and he's just walking, dragging a sledgehammer.
I can see that.
Yeah, it sounds like okay. It wasn't bad for 10 minutes. It started building you in like a what's going on. For one, it's her fault. You're supposed to have a buddy system. Where you going there deep in the fucking woods by yourself with a fucking by the way, I didn't see one of those knives in forever. The fucking Swiss Army. Like, carry a real knife. The fuck you got that little thing for? But anyways, the end was like, now it made it sound like, did the stalker call for help because he killed that girl, but he's not trying to get caught? Because there was a male voice. Like, they made it like who won. Like, it cut off. She had a knife about to stab him. He's walking to her with a sledgehammer. But then, the 911 basically, that's what it sounds like, calls like, hey, I need help. A girl, female. So I wonder if the stalker called to report something. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess at the end.
I'm not mad at it, though.
But, yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
I got a little bit different vibe off of it. I got more of a, My Bloody Valentine meets Stick
the gas
Up
mask.
Ass Hobo.
Yeah,
he had a weird water walk holding that sledgehammer. Yeah. I was like, okay. I was waiting for like a head explosion with the sledgehammer.
Me too. That would have been awesome.
Like against the tree or something while she was knocked out. You know what I mean? Or afterwards. But the end was kind of cool. Like, okay, yeah, she's got the knife, so it leaves it a little open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was like I said, My Bloody Valentine meets Jason Voorhees of Flatland Camping.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Not at all. I got similar vibes from both. Like, I mean, I've never seen My Bloody Valentine, but I see where you're coming from with that. I get like the campiness of it, and this is one of those films to where 10 minutes wasn't enough for me. You know what I mean? It made which is a compliment. It made you want to see more. Like Five Girls should have been like maybe 10 minutes. And this should have been an hour and a half. Because it makes you want to see more. You know what I mean?
Well, at least definitely the end. Like, I wanted to see like who's gonna win. Even though she's fucked up because she fell off the cliff and slammed against the tree. She just pulled out a knife. Like, what really is she gonna do? She didn't try to get up and run again. I think she was hurt. But it makes you want to see more. It makes you want to like continue on. Like, what the fuck's happening now? Okay, he got to her. He came down. He got the sledgehammer. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and shout out to Bradley. You and your team did an excellent job with this short.
Yeah,
and I'd love to see more of your work. I don't know if you're watching us or not right now, but hopefully you tune in if you're not. And definitely like to see more of your work. Would love to get you on for an interview to kind of get your perspective and what you were telling with this story. So definitely, I'll reach out to you. If you're watching again, reach out to me and we'll make it happen. Have a little interview with you. And yeah, but overall, I had a good time with it. I had fun with it. You guys want to rate it?
For 10 minutes, because it makes you want to see more, I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Not bad at all, actually. Chris?
I'm going to go with the 6. I liked a bunch of different shots that I saw. Some of the offset kind of B-roll, the fly random image, or some of the things they were doing. There was a dope camera angle with lens effect that they did when she hit the tree, the disoriented thing they did. But then to follow him as he's walking and them coming from the other angle, looking down at her this way from the tree, the camera shaking, juddering thing was a little bit too much. I still understood you're trying to create some disorientedness from it or whatnot, but it was just a little bit too much there. Maybe a little bit fuzzy of it, and half the shake on it would have been ideal for it. I know I'm nitpicking here, but you know what I mean? Last thing, if she had the cell phone on her, did she try calling 911? And then I kind of like to think right now, okay, open interpretation, right? What happens if it's mistaken and he was trying to help her and she didn't know that and she kills him by mistake?
Yeah, that's true. It could
I
do
like
a spin on that, yeah.
So that's why I'm at that 6 there, because I like that there's more. I want to see if it ever developed or if it was meant to be like this. I want to see their perspective, but I like that it lets me run wild.
Nice.
See, and you saying that, Chris, just raised my rating. The reason why it raised my rating is because it gives you that, like you're saying, like it gives you that perspective or interpretation of whatever word of, oh shit, like you just said, he could either be the villain or he could be the possible hero, and you just possibly killed the guy that was trying to save you out of fear because you didn't know what was going on, because maybe the person that was after you had a mask on, you know what I mean? And I like that. It could have also been the guy that was the villain playing victim. You know, like whatever the case may be, pretending to help or whatever. I think it was awesome. I think that I know that I would love to see more. I would really love to see more. Put it this way, Bradley. Shoot me a message, hit me up. We want to get you on. We want to interview you. We want to ask you. We want to pick your brain on what like what the ideas, like what you were going for with this. Are you ever gonna is this ever gonna be a full-length film? Is it in plans to be a full-length film? And yeah, so I really enjoyed it. My rating for that is going to be a 7. I was going to give it originally. I was going to give it a 6, like James did, but
no, I gave it 7.
Or you gave it a 7?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, then I gave it a 7 as well as James did. But Chris, like I was going to give it a 6, but just a few things you said, Chris, I was like, this shit deserves a 7. This shit deserves a fucking 7 because it's just so cool. And yeah, you could say it's simple, but it does everything the way it should be for a more simplified story. And it could be a deeper story if we got a full story. Like you never know. That's another thing about it. So I'm going to give it a 7. And yeah, want to see more. Hopefully, we'll get you on and we'll go from there. But yeah, we're back, motherfucker.
Bradley, thank you, because I just got inspired for an idea of a premise, whether it's a movie, short film, or something. It's something that's going to be created. So thank you, man. Thank you.
Nice.
Look at that.
Inspired.
Inspired. Well, people, thank you for hanging out with us. Might as well show you where you can find us. I'll pull up, the couple. This right here. So Good at Scary. Our guy Kyle. He's not here with us. He's going to be very busy, so he'll be more so on the pre-recorded stuff for the shows, TV episodes. But still go hit up So Good at Scary on Facebook and on Instagram. If you want us to review your trailers or horror shorts and you will allow us to play them live, how we just did that, we'll do it. Post them on So Good It's Scary on Facebook. By you doing this, and you're short, if you're putting a horror short, it has to be a half hour or less. So, but by you doing this, you're posting on So Good It's Scary, you're giving us the okay to play it live, how we just did with Bradley's awesome film and other awesome shorts we had on here, like Jason we had on a few weeks ago, Jason Burke, stuff like that. So when you post it on So Good It's Scary, you are giving us the permission to play it live. But so check that out on Facebook and Instagram. Puerto Rican Chris, take it away.
Yo, it's the worst damn gamer ever. Thanks for coming to check us out here. I'm going to get more consistent, but Fridays and Saturdays, I'm going to be streaming consistently for the gaming stuff, helping Sturdy with a lot of this stuff. Popcorn and Pints on Saturday night as well. So Tuesday, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, you're going to find me somewhere on one of these networks. Check us out. Hit up the Z Network. Come say hi.
Yes. Come say hola. Oh, fuck.
Peace.
Oh, here we go.
Jizzles, my nizzles.
And then we have this. What is this? Horror with Sir Sturdy, live every Tuesday and Thursday. And before you smart asses say it, we were on vacation for the past couple of weeks. But live every Tuesday and Thursday, we're back. Tuesday, Thursday, live, 9 o'clock Eastern time. And again, Tuesday, Thursday, live, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Hop on over to Popcorn and Pints, Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time, live. And you're going to see us reviewing some fun shit over there as well. Stories from a Bar, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, including YouTube, Deep Focus Cinema, Facebook and YouTube. Go check that out. You get a deep dive on some awesome cinema. And, You know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you'll figure it out. But with that being said, people, I'll see you in your nightmares. And it was real easy to bring up R. Kelly in this movie.
Definitely.
Just with the piss.
A lot of piss.
Just with the piss. With that being said, peace. Piss and peace.